So Ilmac like leaves high school and shit and like wins Scribble Jam, right?
Amazing moment,
Yeah.
crazy. One of the greatest moments in battle rap. I'm mad glad that I was there.
And something that you realize about Ilmac as time goes on is you're kind of like, damn. I remember a lot of the Scribble Jam fans being like, yo, maybe he can go to Fight Club, man. He don't sound like super corny, right? Then you came along, and I think it was first you did Crazy and Scribble, and then the Underground Sessions battles come out, and it's like, damn, maybe Iron could go to Fight Club too, you know? And for a while, there was this thing where, I don't even know if you felt it. I know Ilmac felt it. I've talked to him where it's like, yo, Iron has to battle Ilmac to be like the white boy who can go battle black people. You know what I mean? And it's like you had that battle with the Saurus, right? And people kind of felt like you caught him slipping with that one. You know what I mean?
I've heard people say that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the situation with that one.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like why did Iron versus Ilmac never happen? Did you feel like, all right, I got the Saurus, I got the leader, let me get up out of here, or like what was it?
You know, I think there's probably part of it that was that. You know, I mean, I got jerked at Scribble the year that he won. Like I think they called me out against New MC or some dude that like I definitely beat. So I was just tight that I wasn't on that stage, but I was also so there's like a, you know, battle rappers like, damn man, like there's definitely like a jealousy that he got to get to the finals, but it was also like that dude is like, he was the dude. Like when he won Scribble, it was like Illmaculate in this realm is like gotta be the greatest ever. Like even just from that one win, it felt that way, you know what I mean? So I definitely right away was like, I need to see this dude, you know what I mean? Like fuck that. I got jerked in this battle, he won, we got a battle. And we were in other tournament battles together. Like he was in Brainstorm, you know, like there were other battles where we didn't end up seeing each other. And I don't know why it never happened. Particularly, I think, like you said, maybe with the Saurus thing, it was like, you know what I mean? Like I had dealt with one of them, and I can keep it moving, you know. But I didn't feel that what you're talking about with the who the white boy that can battle black people.
Like people like at the time, and obviously I'm black, you know what I'm saying, but I was more into the Scribble Jam shit than I was. I mean, I can't lie, I was in the Fight Club, but I like the personal bars that were being spit by over the beat battles, so I couldn't wait for the two to meet, and that's kind of part of the reason why Grind Time came along, because I wanted to see street dudes spit personals, you know.
Word.
And it's kind of like, I was like, yo, the Saurus, Illmaculate, Iron Solomon, one of you guys have to go over there and like whoop somebody out, and have them be like, oh shit, yo, like we got to change our raps, you know. And it's like, you were the one to make it over there, and I felt like, I remember I was just getting my foot in the door at that time, but I remember feeling like people were just like, fuck, like Iron put together this master plan and he made it over there, fuck this dude, like he has to battle me, you know what I mean? Like did you ever feel like the king of I guess that side of battle rap?
I mean, I recognize that in a way I was like a representative of it, but I feel like, you know, Illmaculate and Thesaurus and Disaster and Passwords and No Can Do, you know, at a point they were just so active that I think it would be a little like arrogant for me to be like I'm the king of it, you know what I mean? Like I think that in a lot of ways, like, I mean, those guys are like some of the best to ever do it, you know, like they're just freestyle, multi-syllabic, like how I said Mook is like the best battle rap career strategist. Like I think between Diz, Thesaurus, and Ilmac, like one of them is the best multi-syllabic freestyle rapper ever. You know what I mean? So I think it's tough to say. You know, I like to think that I hold a unique position as someone that brought light to that side of things and gave it like a credibility and a viability by going over to Smack and Fight Club, which was my intention. And I hope that people like that or that they recognize that, because I definitely, like, if I stepped away from that scene where I know some people feel like, oh, you know, you went over and did this thing and you know, dodged these people or whatever it was not not to shit on that or like separate myself, but it was to be like you know what it is, like, yo, how can I help the fucking hood if I stay here? You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't be conscious of my brand and elevate myself, then we as a community are going to keep getting relegated to this backpack shit. And if I just battle y'all and we just battle each other, then they're going to keep pigeonholing me. So let me just fight and get over here so that we can all meet up. You know what I mean? And I think that people often look at it with like the grimier intention than it really is. And for me, honestly, it was always that. It was like, I'm trying to build a career for myself. I'm trying to build this album of a career, this creative like work that is my trajectory as an artist. And I'm also trying to shed light on this thing over here that I think is dope and be able to bring these scenes together. And in order to do that, I have to be really conscious of who I go against. And, you know, I could easily take a L to Illmaculate, easily take a L to Disaster, like easy, you know what I mean? Like those are high risk situations that might have kept me over there and not given me the room to be viewed in the way that I'm viewed or that I was viewed, and make it over there as like the torchbearer. You know what I mean?
So just to touch on the thesaurus thing a little bit, because I know people are gonna like you guys like skim through that, you know? All right, what happened? I know it was Spin the Mic. He just battled Illmac. And let the Saurus tell it. It's like, Iron ambushed me with written raps. He caught me slipping. You know what I mean? How did that even happen?
I think I just you know, wanted to battle Thesaurus. He was dope as hell, and like I didn't want to be in the Spin the Mic shit for these same reasons of like I didn't want to just battle anybody, and I had been through that and done it, and I thought that he was super dope, and he was in town, so I was like, yo, let's do it. And like this is the same summer or the same winter, whatever it was, the same like year of all the underground sessions shit. So you're talking Mike Assassin, you know, Shirt and Tie, all that shit, where like I don't think any of those rhymes exist in a notepad anywhere, and in no way were any of them like, this is my round. How now it's like, yo, my round one is like this, my round two is like that. Like, but it's just once your mind is there, I want to battle Thesaurus. He's in town. I'm gonna see him tomorrow night. You just start thinking, and then you have these thoughts in your head, you know what I mean? So maybe, you know, I can see how he would feel that way, and like, you know, to me, you know, like we said, Icon of Mike King is in this building, right? He's got an office here, and we used to go to Bragging Rights, which to me was like, for my generation or whatever, like the epitome of New York battle freestyle shit. And like he had this line, you know, I'll leave you confused like stupid dudes at Rubik's Cubes. And he would use that almost every battle. But it was like, you didn't, you know, I had these lines with the like 5 mics in a gay orgy. Like there's shit that I said more than once because that's the way it was. It was like freestyling is putting shit together on the fly, and sometimes you have these little patterns that you go into or these bars that you have. And for me, it was never like cheating. It was just the way the process was. And like even, you know, with Mike Assassin, like that shit comes off clean as hell, but none of that was like structured into rounds or like, you know.
Do you realize that like approaching battle rap that way, some people thought it was cheating?
Yeah.
But that was like the cog that elevated freestyle battlers into written battles.
Totally, yeah. Like I was talking to, I forget his name now, but this guy that's writing this book about battle rap, and he was talking about how like one of the Midwestern guys, like when Eminem used, you know, one of his line, a razor split you till it's staple stitch, you know, one of the lines that we know was like a 8-bar thing that he just brought as in his bag of weapons to a battle, that he was like, yo, I thought we were friends. Like, how could you do that to me, you know? And it's like, you know, I think people just interpret the rules differently. The same way I feel like, how could you sell out your homeboy's rounds but care about lyricism? Like, those things don't go together to me. For some people, and I think honestly a lot of times looking from afar, you assess something and you're like, oh, freestyle, okay, it has to be totally 100% spontaneous. I'm not in the scene from New York or whatever it is, like you know, in Europe they take underground hip hop more seriously than we do in America. You know what I mean? So I think some of it is that, where it's like we're in the Midwest, we don't really know if these are the rules, we have to stick to the rules. You know what I mean? But you're right. It's like people complained about it, and now everybody fucking raps that way. You know what I mean? Everybody's written 100% now. The same people who would be like, yo, he's spitting writtens right now. What? Yo, these are mixtape bars, like, are preparing and writing and rewriting rounds. You know what I mean? So it's like, you could look at it both ways. I definitely am sorry to Saurus Pete. I'm sorry if that's how you felt, and I'm sorry to anybody that felt like I was like trying to blindside. It definitely wasn't it. I mean, Saurus is one of the greatest ever to do it, and like easily, you know, I felt like he kind of got me also that night, and like there's no way that I don't know, he's just dumb nice, and I definitely wasn't purposely trying to snake him or nothing. It was just where I was at with the way that I was approaching.
It's funny that you say you thought he might have got you like leaving the battle.
Yeah,
because I was talking to somebody who's like, you know, battle knowledge doesn't go that far back, and I was talking to them about you and Daylight, and they weren't familiar with like your body of work, and they were like, oh, that's the bull who smashed the Saurus. And I was just like, oh, like that's how you speak of the
reference.
legacy. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like it was definitely a good look for you.
Word.
When it came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I did. I mean, we smoked the L beforehand, and we walked, the Saurus and I walked to the store. We smoked the L and walked to the store, and we're talking before the battle, and I just was high, and I think I wasn't in the right zone. And like, I think his shit came off as more spontaneous, you know what I mean? And I thought, while it was going on, I was like, damn, he's kind of getting me, you know what I mean? I was glad that they gave me the win, whatever the fuck that means, the few jump off dudes that judged it. The way his mind works is unique. Like, you know, him and Illmac, they're 2-on-2s and all that shit. Like, you can't duplicate those people, you know? Like, there's nothing that I could do to, like, wipe that out, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, if I needed to write to even come close to Thesaurus, then, like, let that be what people say. Like, don't really matter to me. Like, yeah. A battle rap nightmare is like, I'm the headliner at Summer Madness and they boo me every round. Or like, I forget my shit first round and can't remember any of my other rounds.
I just think Patch Day has the ability to cross over. I think Patch Day is dope.